Fantastic. All right. What's up, guys? So this is our second podcast, and I have here Shira with Vcita, and they're actually our new partner, and we'll be offering this service. It's still not fully integrated on our website, but this is going to be a new service that we're going to offer small businesses, and it's called the CRM tool. Actually, we call it the Small Business All-in-One Management Tool. And it's an amazing tool. And I invited Shira on our second podcast here to talk a little bit more about it. She is one of the partners that is helping us integrate, and she's also a partner specialist, correct?
Yeah, absolutely correct.
Oh, fantastic. And so Shira, why don't you tell us a little bit about Vcita and how Vcita started? I know this company is based in Israel, so that was a kind of a shock to me. I thought you guys were for some reason based in like New York already or something like that. But and I actually got a hold of Vcita through a different partner of your that's also working with you guys. So tell us a little bit about Vcita, like how it works, and what exactly what is Vcita?
Yeah, for sure. So thanks for having me here. So I'll tell you a little bit about Vcita. Vcita is an all-in-one business tool for small businesses. We are really the all-in-one solution. So whether it's small, medium, or growing businesses, I would say, that have users of anywhere from 0 to 30 accounts, they utilize Vcita in order to help them grow. So what does it mean? Like, who am I talking about now? So Vcita is the best for service-based businesses, anyone who's, scheduling appointments, who needs automated campaigns, marketing campaigns. They want to keep track of their clients and so forth. A lot of small businesses, what they run into today is they can provide a service, but they don't know how to really organize their business and stay on top of things and save time. And everyone knows time is money.
Exactly.
And Vcita is all about that, right? So Vcita really is the solution to kind of boost, help small businesses boost their revenue.
Mm-hmm. And how did this idea start? How did Vcita start actually? How old is Vcita, by the way?
Vcita is about 10 years, a little bit over 10 years old. We have about 1.4 million users from all over the world. We also have Vcita in 10 different languages. It started as a scheduling tool. So the scheduling part of Vcita is actually the most incredible tool that, it's been developed for years and years and years. And as they grew, they had add-ons, like the CRM and marketing side of things, a client portal. We basically slowly began to understand what small businesses need. And then we kind of, provided them with a solution.
Great. And, it's a very unique solution because I know I'm familiar with other platforms such as like Zendesk and what else? What's like a big CRM for sales? It's Salesforce.
HubSpot, yeah, sure.
I mean, there's so many CRMs, and it seems like all these CRM tools are geared more towards like enterprise or very corporate side businesses. Yeah. And what caught my attention with Vcita is that it's geared towards small businesses, which is very incredible. I mean, the platform, the back end is extremely simple to understand. I mean, I've used Salesforce before, and there's so many modules, there's so many things. It's like very cumbersome, to actually use for a small business, which I know a small business is never going to use a CRM like that. So essentially what Vcita is offering is it's pretty much like the first CRM for small businesses, right? Because I mean, I've never actually encountered any CRM that's geared towards small businesses. It's the first time. So
yeah, I think
it's more.
I think that I'm not sure if it's a first, to be honest. I don't know I don't have that data, but I do know that I think it's one of the best. I mean, It's not just that, it's also, small businesses have a few different tools that they need. What ends up happening is they end up using 6 different tools. They pay for 6 different companies when they really need one tool, everything in one place, an integrated solution, instead of rounding, logging in and out of different accounts. And that's really what Vcita provides.
Exactly. Yeah. And I mean, one big problem that we're running into, that's the reason why we Networking Biz partnered up with Vcita, is because we have a lot of clients that are getting all kinds of contacts on their email. And how are they actually managing all these contacts? Well, they're just writing them down on sticky notes, or like remembering, oh, I got to call this person, or I got to call this, so it's a lot of these small businesses, like, what's understood is that it's kind of like like whoever runs the sales, it's like more of like a mom and pop situation where they're like kind of just like jotting things down on a board or doing certain little things. But a lot of them are wanting to break through into the next kind of stage of sales, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like Vcita offers that to businesses. It really allows them to integrate their sales and be able to manage like the follow-ups, the automation, the emails, the marketing, everything all in one. So that's what really caught my attention. And can you tell me like what type of businesses Vcita usually what's a good business that would find your software helpful?
Yeah, sure. So we work with thousands of industries, to be honest with you. I'm always surprised by the businesses that come in. I have to be, sometimes, we've had waffle houses and ice skating rinks, but I would say the top 10 industries are really, business consultants, construction, home service businesses, lawyers, credit repair, marketing agencies, IT companies, really anyone who's offering a service, anyone who wants to keep track of their clients, exactly as you said, when you have these clients all over in Excel sheets, and what happens if they're deleted? From our data, if the cost of generating a new client is 4 times the price of keeping an old one for those types of businesses. And so you could simply save the money by paying, let's say, whatever the cost is, X amount a month, like $50 to $100 a month. To keep those clients, keep them engaged and automate the process. So you don't actually have to remind them about upcoming meetings. They have the automated reminders. So you can have, automated campaigns going out and so forth.
Exactly. Like, for example, like us, I think I told you last week or 2 weeks ago, we actually did some videos. So now what we're doing is based on the type of appointment that someone schedules, they get an automated follow-up, right? Such as like, this is what to do and this is what to prepare for before the meeting, and please watch this video. So we're integrating that. And I know there's a lot of useful tools as well that are integrated. Like I myself am still trying to find and learn about this whole ecosystem, but for example, like the intake forms as well.
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah, on the website, right? Integration with the website. Exactly.
That's extremely, so what businesses can do is they can tailor an intake form based on the type of booking that someone does. So you can ask different questions based on the booking, right? And so why don't you tell me a little bit of like the special features of Vcita, because I would like to kind of show our audience like what Vcita actually does. And I know you pulled up a demo account, right?
Yeah. I can share my screen.
Go ahead and pull it up. And
I'm gonna actually pull up your website as well as an example. Okay, cool. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
awesome.
Perfect.
Okay. So I'm gonna
still not 100%, but
I'm gonna share my screen with you guys. So we're here on Lou's website and networkingbiz.com. And I integrated what I did. I just pulled up a demo account as a widget on your website. So this is fully, this is Vcita, this widget over here. It's, pulled up on their website. And what this means is that if a user comes to your website, you can have an amazing website, but if you don't have a source for lead generation, it's going to be really hard to get new clients.
Exactly.
So when I come over here, I'm able to, browse. I can go to different pages. This widget stays with me no matter what page I'm on. So when I'm ready, I say, okay, this looks like a legit business. I want to schedule a meeting. I can go ahead and I can click on that schedule button. And as a user of Vcita, as a business owner, with the Vcita tool, you can completely customize the services. If it's according to location, if it's, depending the types of services you offer. And then you can have the list of services. You can have a description of what each service offers. And even if you want to have the price, they can literally pay on the spot. If it's, a nail salon or something like that, you can have the price here, and we integrate with PayPal, Square, and Stripe, and they can literally pay for it right here.
Fantastic.
Why is that so important? Because nowadays with payments, first of all, they can book a meeting. People don't show up, you lose money. Like, this is a way to guarantee people are coming to the meeting. And let's say someone's in the mood to buy something. You have to have that available. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Like the day of 2021, when somebody's ready to buy, they're ready to buy. Give them the opportunity.
Exactly. No, that's a very unique feature. I mean, I know a ton of businesses that definitely need something like this, but for whatever reason, they don't have it. And, because of COVID, in 2020, there's been an acceleration of all these digital services that allow you to kind of automate things, allow you to automate processes of businesses. And, I've seen an acceleration of more complex websites, right? That allow you to do more, like such as a scheduling, for example, or,
Right.
being able to I know that Vcita also has like you can sell packages on it as
Correct.
well.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you
I'll
see
just show
browse
you while you're.
packages, so you could offer a schedule and also a package, like, and there's so many businesses that utilize something like this. And I know for a fact that there's a lot of businesses using like outside tools, like what is it, the Evently, or the it's like an events thing where you can sell like packages and all that, but then it takes you away from the website, so Vcita allows you to just kind of have everything within one specific, within your website experience.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, and this is extremely neat. And what when I see that you can also have different you can also have like different locations, right? So this is for like
you can have for multi-location, multi-franchise, things like that for growth as well.
That's awesome. So what are some other, and what are some, yeah, go ahead.
So just taking them through the flow, they can book a time, for example, that, if that goes to the service provider, and then they can completely change these questions, right, to suit this type of service that they're booking. If there was a nail salon, it would be like, what type of nail do you want? Or what kind of highlights do you want if it's hair, and so forth. And then they can book it here, and it goes to both of their emails, both of their calendars. And then there's the reminders coming up before the next meeting, right, to make sure that nobody misses that meeting. Exactly. Just to take you through the full scheduling flow.
Yeah, and how does Vcita remind customers? They reach out to them via multiple channels, right? Like texting and
email and text,
emailing and all that. Yeah.
But imagine like in a dentist office, people are always late to the dentist. They always forget about those types of things. But if you get a text reminder an hour before or a day before, and then 15 minutes before, you're reducing the chance of them to show up late or not at all to the appointments.
Exactly. Yeah. So this is I wouldn't even call this a CRM. It's more like a business optimization system. It's like, it optimizes your business. So you reduce, like you reduce the failure, the appointment failure rate. You're confirming appointments automatically instead of having somebody call
back and forth, all that back and forth.
100%. Exactly. And so I'm sure a lot of businesses would see the all the value in this, and the potential that it has to automate a lot of processes of the business. And so tell me, I know that Vcita, the new feature was like the what was it? It was like a client portal or something like that.
So we also have here, I'll quickly show, it's a good point. We have, I'll show a few quick features and like what they do.
Yeah.
So for example, for this specific one, this is like, this is just my email. I'll do it as a demo. Okay. What happens here is this is a client portal. So what's going to happen is I'm going to get a text. Actually, this is super HIPAA compliant and GDPR compliant, so it's very secure. So I just got a text to my phone with a login.
And the HIPAA compliance would be for like the medical companies, like chiropractors or or dentists
Yeah,
that require.
exactly. Also, like, it's also really important for like, consultants and psychiatrists and things like that as
Okay.
well.
Oh, that's great.
100%. So from here, I can actually save this as an app on my phone as an end consumer, and then I can have 100% 24/7 communication with the business. I can send them messages, I can schedule appointments, I can make payments through here, I can upload like a contract or a logo for a website on here or anything of that sort. I can even give them a business review. Like what's so important in today's day for a lot of small businesses is like, I'm going to Google you, I'm going to see
Yeah,
what story you have, things like that. And you can have a
exactly.
link, like rate me on Facebook. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. And that's extremely important for SEO as well. I mean, so Networking Biz has a core product, which is local SEO, and reviews is a big important feature that we offer. And this is a very, very helpful tool because we mostly focus on Google reviews, but this one focuses on Facebook reviews, which is fantastic too, as well.
Yeah.
Um, and
There can be a link, by the way. You could also add review us on Google, and you could add a link here. Like
oh, that's
you could add as
fantastic.
many. Yeah.
Great. Oh, and then I see you have like terms of service there. You have, the like a chat so you can talk to people.
Yeah, it's complete. This is customizable. So whatever buttons you far under, by the way, the whole logo, the text, everything here is
That's
customizable,
great.
right, to the business.
Yeah, so you're creating a small client portal to hold, payment information or payment history,
Yeah. Yeah.
history, everything.
Not just that, but imagine how much clients, get confused. Oh, you didn't send me this, you didn't do this. Well, actually, they can just go in the portal and see. It's not like an email communication and so forth.
Exactly. Yeah, and I mean, in this day and age, like everyone has a portal now. Like, so it's important that your small business also has a portal, especially if you have customers that are constantly using your business. And not only that, it probably makes you look way more professional, right?
100%.
If you have a portal,
100%.
well, just send me everything via email, and then I'll have to sift through 1,000 emails, for your documents and everything. It's instead just upload the document, log into your portal, upload the documents that we need, schedule, purchase or manage your bookings, right? That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Are there any other
features
that you kind of want to show us a little bit? Oh yeah, that's great.
So over here is the dashboard. Okay, so over here is kind of like the overview of the full business. So I see how many payments are coming in, campaigns, what's going on in my business essentially. Like where else can you get this? This is your business dashboard, and you can have, if you add, team members and so forth, you can see essentially what's going on in your business here.
Mm-hmm.
You have the inbox where everything, all new incoming appointments, client requests, everything's coming in through here, follow-ups. The calendar, in case somebody calls you and wants you to manually schedule it or so forth. You can actually manage your entire team on here, see what bookings they have, keep track of sales processes on here as well.
And I want to add also that anything that comes from your website, forms, go straight to the inbox here. So you can actually, instead of you having to sift through all your emails, I know everyone gets lots of junk nowadays, and spam, I get hit up with like 100 spam emails every day, so you don't want to sift through all that. All your customers will be here, and you can easily just get back to your customers, and the system will remind you to also email your customers back.
Exactly.
Actually using your
Not just that, actually, it's a really good point, but if they sign up through the website, they become a customer in here. So you already have their information. It's already in your CRM. You don't need to manually add it.
Exactly, which is fantastic. You don't have to be writing it down. Like, it's very automated, so that's great. That's great.
Yeah. And then just going,
And this calendar, it also syncs with your Google Calendar as well, right?
Exactly. So if you're busy, if you have a lunch, or you have a doctor's appointment, it'll show up here. Nobody can schedule with you at that time. It's completely synced. And then you choose the days and times you're available, and then people can only book with you at those times.
Fantastic. That's great.
So going into just an appointment, I'll give you just a quick view. Over here, you have the appointment, you have, information about the appointment. And then on the right side, you have information about the client. So I can click on that client. I have a full history of every conversation I've had with that client, all of the notes, I've taken notes on that client beforehand, so I can come ready to the next appointment. I have bookings, I have payments in here. I can see exactly what I've gotten from them if they owe me money. By the way, money is a huge one people don't usually want to deal with. They don't want to remind clients to pay them. The system does that automatically, right? If it's an overdue payment, they'll send out a notification.
That's great.
Yeah, and this is customizable, right? So you can customize like what information is, you want to have on file here. You can save their credit card information and have ongoing charges with the client through the system. And then there's like a ton of, really easy actions. You can charge a card, you can invite them to a client portal, you can invite them to schedule a meeting, you can send them a document, contract, so forth. Like I could go on and on. I'll stop here.
Yeah.
But
and that's this is essentially the client card, right? Where
yeah,
you
exactly.
have all the information on the client. And I mean, this is just any small business that sees this would obviously like right away, they'll understand the value that this brings, because
yes,
that's one big problem with small businesses is they have the clients kind of all over the place. A lot of them are like, I have a client who I'm trying to pitch this to, and they're I asked them, so where do you save all your clients your client information? And I said, oh well, I have it in a notebook, and I also have some of it in my brain, and I have some of it in my email, so it's kind of all over the place. So I think
so the question is, what is it costing them? What is that costing them? What if they lose that notebook? How much money is that worth? You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's costing time, which is money, and nowadays I think especially like there's a quote by Warren Buffett. He said, well, I could buy anything I want, but I can't purchase time, so time is more valuable than money when you think, and so yeah, that's a good point. Now, is there anything else that you want to show us that's
I'll show really quickly we have the documents, payments. We actually just launched the reports, which is amazing. It basically gives you reports on every staff member, how many meetings they booked, how much money they brought in, appointments, clients, like the complete reporting tool, which is amazing. I don't want to go through it now because I know we're short on time, but I'll show you just, we have two different types of marketing. So we have the automated campaigns and the announcements. The automated campaigns are based on triggers in the system. All of our emails come with templates. So you have a full library of templates for small businesses who don't have time to write content. You know what I mean? So they can utilize the image, it's some text, a call to action, and, an image. And so this can be, if somebody hasn't booked with you in the last 90 days, you can check in on them. That can be automated. You don't have to do anything. They just get an automatic email.
Exactly. That's awesome. And these are sort of like drip campaigns, right? Where if a new client lands on, on our clients list, then they get that's a trigger, and it sends out an email automatically, like a welcome email, for example. Or it could be that they do a certain type of action on your website, and it triggers this automated campaign. That's awesome.
Exactly. Yeah. And like maybe a birthday campaign with a link to a coupon to use your services. Happy birthday, 20% off. Yeah.
I mean,
and then we have, what's that?
That's a ton of value already. I mean,
yeah,
think about it is. When you think about how much MailChimp or, Constant Contact or Klaviyo, any of these charge per month, and they're pretty much just trigger campaigns or email marketing campaigons.
And the problem is you have to keep importing new clients to there, like you have to keep adding new clients. You're not keeping track of everything. And of course you have the data too. So you have how many have opened. This is a demo account. So there's tons of examples here, but you can see how many people have opened it, how many people it's been sent to, if they've engaged with it and so forth as well.
Oh yeah. That's great.
Yeah. So that's kind of a high level overview.
It's a very high level because there's so many other features that the system has that we didn't even go over.
Yeah.
I didn't even, I don't think I've ever seen the reporting tab. That's like really, really new, right?
It's very new. It's
Yeah.
just recently launched.
So that's
Yes.
something that's coming in the pipeline. And so how have you guys seen, have you guys seen an increase in business and also in people and businesses using the software because of the pandemic, because of this new digital landscape? Like, do you think that more businesses are utilizing this now more than ever?
Yes. 100%. It's been it's been a really hard few years for a lot of people. For Vcita, we've seen a huge increase because everyone needs to get online. Everyone wants to digitalize their businesses. People need to find you online. Everything is done online. We have integration with Zoom for Zoom meetings, and the online payments, and people don't want to be using cash as much or going in person to pay. And so I think it's really been a value for small businesses during COVID.
That's awesome. And
Yeah.
I know you can't talk about like a lot of new features with Vcita, but last question is like, what are some of the features coming in, like the new features that you guys are unveiling, or you don't have to.
I can't get into it too much, but I can say there's really exciting features coming up in the next few months. We've really invested a lot in the features. There's always feature releases based on what the clients are requesting and so forth, and what we see the need for. But I can say in the next few months, there are very, very exciting releases to be determined. So
well, I hope it's recurring payments. That'd be great.
Yeah, but that I can say that by the end of in the next few weeks will be released.
Oh, nice. Fantastic.
Yes.
All right, Shira. Well, we're about ending our second podcast. Thank you so much for being a part of this, and thank you for sharing this awesome tool with us. And good luck with your flight. I know you're moving to New York from Israel.
Yes.
That's a big move.
Yes, I am. Thank you. And I would just like to say, if anyone hearing this is interested, they can come to you, right? You have this solution, you're offering it as a partner. So I think that would,
and if
100%.
If anyone in the podcast, I mean, this is obviously meant to inform businesses and business owners. But if anyone is interested, we do have a link that we're going to put somewhere around this video, where you can get a demo and we can install it on your website, and then we can talk about everything else, or you can sign up to start using this amazing tool for your business. So anyways, well, thank you so much, Shira, for your time.
Thanks for having me.
And we look forward to seeing what you're going to work on next.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shira. Appreciate it.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll actually be recording a new podcast every single week with awesome tech entrepreneurs. We'll be uploading this on YouTube, on our Instagram, on pretty much everywhere. So I want you guys to tune in every single week. This will also be on our blog on networkingbiz.com. And then we also plan on hopefully starting to stream on YouTube and also on other platforms. So stay tuned, guys. There's a lot of new exciting things. This is only the beginning. And thank you guys for tuning in. I am Louis DeLuna with Networking Biz, and I am out.